body.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the finding, we're talking about osteopenia and we're talking about the blood supply. So out of these three blood supply, depending on the stages of the Hawkins, they are one by one cut off.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in stage one,
Yeah.
out of these three, one artery will go. Stage two of the Hawkins, two, and sometime all three go, and in stage three, definitely all three goes, and same is with the stage four. So can you tell me what are the stages of Hawkins classification?
Yes, sir. In stage one, there is a isolated neck fracture of the talus. In stage two, there is a neck fracture along with that talonavicular dislocation is there. In stage 3, talocalcaneonavicular dislocation is there along with the neck fracture. And in stage 4, there is a talocalcaneonavicular and ankle dislocation is also there. So these are the 4 stages of Hawkins classification of fracture neck of talus, sir.
Yeah. So again, you got a bit muddled up with this classification. So classification is first think of talus. How many joints talus make with around the ankle joint?
Sir, first is ankle joint, that is tibio-talar joint. Then second is talonavicular joint, sir. Then third is talocalcaneal subtalar joint, and 1, 2, 3. And talocalcaneonavicular. Yes, sir. These are the 3 joints.
These are 3 main joints, but on the lateral side, the lateral process articulate with the fibula also. Yeah.
Fibula. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and body part of the body articulate with median malleus, but we can call that as an ankle joint. So yes, remember, the first joint to dislocate is subtalar joint.
Subtalar. Okay. Okay.
Second,
so
second joint to dislocate is ankle joint.
Okay, sir.
And third joint to which was added later on, it was not in the original classification, is the talonavicular.
Okay, sir.
Because quite often the head will remain attached to the navicular, and from the neck, the proximal portion get displaced.
Yes.
Yeah? So yes, in grade 1, all these joints are maintained. So almost undisplaced fracture with no disruption of any joint.
Yes.
In grade 2, the subtalar joint get disrupted.
Yes.
In grade 3, is the subtalar plus ankle get disrupted.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And that's where the Hawkins ends his classification, but then Canal added the 4th one, where he says in some rare cases, the head also get dislocated from the talonavicular portion. Yeah, so those are the classification for it. So can you see now that the grade 1 is all joints are maintained? So this is number 1, this is 2, this is 3. These are 3 major joints.
Yes, sir.
So all 3 are okay in grade 1. In grade 2, the number 1 is also involved. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In type 3, 1 and 2 are involved.
Yes, sir.
And in type 4, even the 3rd is involved.
Yes, sir.
And then your blood supply, you already said 3 main artery, and then describe that the anterior tibial artery normally supply this head and neck portion here, but the main portion we are interested in the body which get blood supply compromised, and that come from this posterior tibial artery, which forms an artery of tarsal canal, and sometime either a branch directly from posterior tibial or from this artery as a deltoid branch. Yeah. And then from lateral side, your peroneal artery give artery of sinus tarsi, and together they've anastomose in the canal. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you know the importance of this deltoid branch?
Deltoid branch. No, sir, I'm not aware of the deltoid branch importance.
So when you reduce these fractures, especially if say it is dislocated, as we said in say this one type 3, when this portion is lying medial to the medial malleus, locked by the tibia, sometimes very difficult to reduce.
Yes, sir.
And then you have to think of opening from medial side to push it into the joint. So you have an option either to cut the deltoid ligament and then enter the joint, or do a medial malleolus osteotomy. What will you prefer?
Sir, I will do the medial malleolar osteotomy, because if we cut the deltoid ligament, then the deltoid artery will be severed, so it can again lead to AVN. So
Yeah.
I'll do the osteotomy.
Yeah, so in grade 3, this may be the only artery preserved. See, this is your deltoid ligament attached to this, and this may be the only branch of the posterior tibial which is preserved. So here, better not to meddle with the deltoid ligament at all. Do an osteotomy here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that way you are opening the medial side and then pushing it back, and that artery is preserved, because that may be the only blood supply intact.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So need to understand why that is important. Okay.
Yes.
So just read the answer now.
Sir, Hawkins sign is subchondral osteopenia below the dome of the talus, indicating that there is a good vascular supply to the area. And it indicates that post-fracture, there is still preserved blood supply, as there is some disuse osteopenia instead of sclerosis. Hence, the chances of AVN of talar dome is less. And the injury which was for which the it was treated was talar neck fixation.
Yeah. So remember, talus can have fracture of talar's head, talar neck, talar body, and lateral process, and sometime rarely the posterior process.
Yes, sir.
All these, but we are interested here. Most of the talar fracture are talar neck fracture. Sometimes they can extend into body, but most of them are talar neck fracture, more than 50%.
Yes.